abusive towards Margaret and Rico. So by the early 1990s, Margaret had divorced him and she left and took Rico with her. Like his father, Rico had showed interest in playing basketball starting as, when he was young, and as he grew, his height was nearly 7 feet. So although he lived with his mother in Alhambra, California, he had used his dad's address, which was Temple City, California, to attend high school in that district. So this is when his stardom had began. So throughout his high school career, Rico was praised for his NBA level skills, and it wasn't long before he started attracting attention from the college scouts. Even Lamar Odom had began checking out Rico's games. So eventually, after this stint of high school basketball, he had then settled to Arizona State University in Tempe. So from him now going to Arizona, this is when his troubles began, and in March of 1996, Rico was arrested for unlawful imprisonment after two women had claimed that Harris and some other players had forced them to have sex against their will. So although the charges were dropped because the investigators had noticed some inconsistencies in their stories, the coach of the college had asked Rico to sit out for the season. So Rico did not take this, as an opportunity to get himself together. He refused to sit out for a season. So then he transferred to Los Angeles City College, where he had led the team to their first state championship, and he had rejected several offers from the NBA so that he could finish his degree. By 1998, he was interested in her, and she was interested in him, and they started dating as in a serious relationship. So Jennifer's song at the time was an insurance broker. And in September of 2014, Rico had moved to Seattle to be with Jennifer. So by this point, it seemed as though the things were coming